Palette makes it easy to gain full visibility into the Kubernetes resource utilizations and associated costs. From the cluster details page, you can see the cluster cost. This is an estimated cost based on the number of compute nodes which have been running since a cluster has been provisioned. From the Nodes tab, we can see the estimated hourly cost for different machine pools with a granular breakdown based on CPU, memory, and storage components. For public clouds, the instance types and costs are regularly synced by Palette, but for private clouds, Palette provides an administrative option to configure the costs of varying types of hardware. Costs and utilizations are also reported into the Kubernetes cluster, down to the namespace level. If we switch to the Workloads tab, Palette monitors and shows the status for a number of different common Kubernetes resource types, namespaces, deployments, pods, etc. All resources can be filtered by one or more namespaces, and additional status information is reported for some of them. For example, pods show additionally the status of all the containers and their healths. The namespaces view can also show an aggregation of the CPU and memory consumed within a namespace. Here we can see that this cluster 60-X namespace consumes a significant amount of CPU resources. This namespace utilization metrics are also used to attribute cost of a namespace to the overall cluster infrastructure cost. For example, if a namespace on average takes up to 10% of the CPU and memory resources from a cluster, then the namespace cost would be roughly 10% of the overall cluster cost. Having up-to-date resource utilization and cost information helps Kubernetes operators plan and administer their clusters more efficiently. And the detailed information can also help attribute costs to various applications or teams.